Hey folks, here I bring you more proof of peace through segregation. Segregation has only been made a politically incorrect word in recent years by the left, by the Marxist commie left. And but I could prove to you God the Creator was the first segregationist by, first of all, how do we have all these races and separate cultures if we weren't very distant from each other racially and culturally for the vast, vast majority of our existence as human beings? To this day, you still think Africa, you think black people, China, Asian people, India, Indonesian people, Europe, white people. You think that no matter what age you are, that's still instilled in your head, but they're trying to rip that from you because, NWO, look it up, they're trying to break this up. And it's probably only the European nations that are fighting back now because they're the ones under direct attack. Now, we have segregation all through our culture. It's self-segregation. The ruling class doesn't want segregation. They're the NWO who take over that. But the people, they segregate naturally. Most races just gravitate towards their own. Not with any malice towards any others, but everybody just naturally is tribal and seeks their own kind, their own like. So here you see, I'm in the black section of a larger cemetery, Victorian cemetery, right across the street from where I live now. And if you look close, I'm on a block. So there's a little road right here, and it cuts around here. It's like a small city block, and within this block is all black graves. And what is this one I just noticed? It's like a seal over that one, but it's already faded. But you could see from some photos. They're all black people, and God bless them and all, but they prefer to be among their own, even in death, in life, among criminals, in prisons, all across the land, in every country, doesn't matter. It's segregated off by race. Not, the guards don't care for that. They just prefer everybody get along. But the closest thing to getting along is if you just allow them to have their, choice of company. And, the white people tend to be the least tribal race on earth, and this has been much to our detriment. That's why we've allowed this multiculturalism experiment on us, to ramp up only in the last 20 years, but have been going on for the last 50 some odd years. And we're seeing the results, in Europe and Canada and America, the only three Caucasian strongholds, we're swamping our own. Not we, but our leaders, and Trump's the only thing holding that back a little ways here and there. But so there you go, segregation. Black neighborhoods, Italian neighborhoods, Little China, Little Italy. So segregation among the living, segregation among the imprisoned, segregation among the dead. And it's not an evil thing. It's just called tribalism. It's hardwired into us all. More so brown races, it seems, because when you even think of the word tribal, you think of tribes. Well, white people haven't been very tribal in a long time. I've been to much of Europe, And I talk to Europeans, and often they're like, oh, those Scottish, the English, all those Scottish, the Irish, all those English, and they shit talk them left and right. And it broke my heart because I love Europe. I love my ancestry. And I could see that that's the fracture, why this was allowed, all these boat people and this uncontrolled invasion that we just put a cork in here in America, thanks to Trump. But, because these people don't love each other as Europeans across from Budapest to Scotland, from one end of Europe to the other. It's just they're a land of strangers when they should realize they're all Caucasian. They all prefer a certain, similar cultures of civility and advanced technology and the upholding of laws, But just remember, folks, minorities, protect minorities, right? Well, look it up. Across the globe, white people are the vast minority on Earth, but they don't tell you that. We are the smallest group of race on Earth. Putting all, brown cultures together, they vastly outnumber us. So, I want to help them. Obviously, they're wanting help if they're only flooding, white established countries. They see that we do it better. Well, we can't keep doing it better if they keep flooding us, because they outbreed us, and we we breed according to nature. Oh, things in politics. Oh, politics look good. Nature looks good. Let's have some kids. And we're seeing a lot of trouble around us, and that's why we're not breeding anymore. But none of this is racist, and this was all Charlie Kirk said. He would stand by everything I said, I'm sure, because I followed him closely, and they offed him, and they would have just as gladly offed me, but my voice is so much smaller, and so I'm safe for that unfortunate reason. But if we all spoke up, if we all just accepted common sense reality, racial awareness among our own, instead of just allowing everybody else to be so tribal and step all over us. I want to help all races. I want to help them where they are. You don't bring them in to where we are and compromise our way of life without assimilating them into our way of life, which I'm for, but that takes more time and effort. Anyhow, this is instead of just letting them flood and just giving them everything like they're doing in England and Sweden and elsewhere, much to their detriment. So, we could send our own, make our own countries safe and healthy again, and send our own, like the libtards that just want to open the floodgates. Send them. You care so much, your heart's bleeding so much for them. Send them to their countries. Help them build their homes. Help them dig their wells. Help them do whatever. And that's the way we should help them, in their homelands, where they belong, where everybody belongs, in their homelands. We can't. We've already established the world this way. It is what it is. We'd never give America back to the Indians at this stage. We have to just, maintain what we got. And it's a good thing what we got. There should be, just the three white strongholds on Earth. And, because a healthy white community is a healthy world community. You start harming whites, it's going to be third world everywhere. We keep it first world. And if that's hateful, then you're the hater. You hate white people. You hate reality. And that's evil of you. And I hope you find, Christ, like I did. I'm not saying I wasn't far right. I did have hate in my heart for some time. But when God removed that hate, he didn't remove the right-wing conservative common sense. We're right-wing for a reason. We're right. The left-hand path is considered satanic. And, many Satanists say, well, I walk the left-hand path. Strange, that we consider politics left and right is also means correct. And it also means the right wing. Just strange coincidence, or, God's greater plan. So Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you found yourself in a place like this far too soon. You had so much more to say, so much more to give to your family, to your followers. And you still will, we won't let your memory fade. You will be a light that continues to inspire and advance a movement that cannot be stopped, and that's a good thing for all. God bless you, Charlie Kirk. Thank you so much for all you've done. And may your work go on till God's glorious return. And he's about to shake up this ant farm for good reason. God bless you all, folks. I love you, even my enemies. And I hope you find the love, too, to forgive. And the only way you're going to find that is through Jesus. God bless. Goodbye.